Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Imperfect Peace. Okay, y'all already know what to say. It's been a minute, but now I'm back with the jump off. I am super excited to be back, you guys. It's been a minute. I've been super busy. I've been traveling. I've been doing so much. So y'all gonna have to excuse me because your girl is living. Your girl is living. But before we get into any of that, y'all already know what time it is. Let's go ahead and get it done. Let's welcome in our ancestors. Get your tea light candle. Get your lighter. Let's go. Let's go. Let's welcome in our ancestors. All right now. Oh, they ready. They ready. So since they ready, let's get it going because it's time. Hey, it's time. Hey, it's time. It's time for happy hour. Alright, so happy hour. My happy hour this week, or this episode, should I say? I ain't gonna say this week, but this episode, my happy hour is just, there's so many good things that has happened. So let me think about it. My happy hour is the fact that I have made a point to really get out here and enjoy myself. I've been doing some self-love, taking myself on dates, and just doing what I want to do. Finding little events and stuff to go to, and it has just been, I've been having a blast, okay? Life is amazing. So I think my happy hour is the fact that my spirit team has been pushing me to be more social, and I have accepted the challenge because, y'all, I'm socially awkward, and I haven't really interacted with people like on a face-to-face type of situation, especially new people, and with it just be me. Now that's the kicker too. So it's just me by myself. So y'all, I haven't done that in so long, and I'm really, really enjoying it. So that is going to be my happy hour. I got some rum in here. My aunt was in Jamaica, and she brought me back some rum and some rum punch. So I have some rum, some real Jamaican rum here. So cheers to happy hour. Good grief. Woo! Alright. Now my cocktail, I don't necessarily really know what's in here because my sister made it. And she came with this joint already mixed up. I was like, what's in it? She was like, girl, I put a whole bunch of shit in here. So we gonna get lit tonight, okay? We gonna get lit. Alright. So let's go ahead and get into our topic, y'all. Let me see this. Y'all, we're gonna have to talk about the hottest topic that has been in the streets the last few days. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know where I'm about to go with this. Keke Palmer and her baby daddy Darius. Okay? I think that's his name. I be wanting to put his name on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to put a little respect on his name by saying his name. I think his name is Darius. But I don't want to be calling this man Keke baby daddy. But y'all already be like, you the babysitter, you the baby daddy, you the house husband. Like, y'all have been going in, okay? So if you have been under a rock or you're off of social media, like I tend to do from time to time, Keke Palmer went to celebrate her birthday in Vegas at the Usher residency show, right? Sit up properly. Anyway, at the Usher residency, that's how you know I'm a G. Like, at the Usher residency show in Vegas, right? And Usher be going around to the tables and stuff. Keke had a table with her and her girls, and Usher be going around to the tables and stuff. My sister said he did it there when she went to see him, but he does it at every show. Most of the time, if he sees a celebrity that, you know, people know, he's going to go to that celebrity, you know, highlight them, sing to them, da-da-da-da. So that's what he did with Keke. Now, if y'all know, Keke can sing, okay? So Keke used to sing. She had her own album when she was with Disney and all that stuff, but Keke can sing. So they was at the concert. Usher came up to her, and they had, you know, a little flirtatious situation, flirtatious vibe going on. And honestly, the way I interpreted it when I first saw the video clip is like, they're both entertainers. Like, they're just doing their job. They're just entertaining, right? So I really didn't think anything of it for real, right? And so she was singing, and they was, you know, kind of close or whatever. And then I guess Usher kind of walked a little ways from the table, and Keke turned around, and you could see her ass was out, like her whole ass was out. And I mean, she had the dress was it was like it was a body suit type of dress, but it was like a bathing suit type bodysuit, but with the sheer covering over it. And so it was a thong bodysuit, and so her cheeks was all the way out, but it was a sheer covering over it. So I guess you can kind of say she was a little covered. So, you know, her baby daddy Darius, her boyfriend, took to Twitter and was like, "That outfit though, you a mother." Y'all went crazy. Okay, y'all went crazy. And then he further explained it by breaking it down, and I'm just basically paraphrasing it because I don't know the direct quote. I probably should have written it down and had it, but I don't care that much about it. So he basically said things along the line of when a man has, you know, a relationship, and when a man has a wife and a family, you know, the mother of his child, he's expecting certain things. He has certain expectations, and basically saying that he has a moral compass, pretty much, right? I wish I had written down exactly what he said, because I actually agree with him. Now, y'all know I'm classy based, and all that good stuff, and I dress real nice and everything, but I dress sexy, and I'm a mom, and now sometimes my son will be looking at me like, "Yep, it's a little too short, it's a little too risque." Okay. I have those outfits. I'm young, I'm beautiful, I'm vibrant, I'm out here and, you know, looking for a mate, you know what I'm saying? But I want to be me. I want to be comfortable. I want to be happy. I want to, you know, feel good about what I have on. So I don't want anybody to dictate what I can and cannot wear. So it's kind of hard because I'm stuck, because on one hand, yes, I do agree with what he said, because you do carry yourself a certain way when you're married and you're in a committed relationship with someone. Now, y'all, this conversation is so like, okay, so, because I have so many thoughts behind it, so I'm trying to get everything out. So I agree with him in the sense of being in a relationship, you want to make sure that you're always respectful of your spouse, okay? Regardless of your actions, what you have on, this, that, and the third. Like, you always want to be respectful. So when I would dress provocatively or risque, when I was married, I would ask my partner, like, hey, are you cool with this? You know, what you think about the outfit? And if he wasn't cool with it, I would change sometimes. Now, sometimes I was like, all right, you tripping, but I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I gauge, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I felt like you was just being kind of ridiculous, because it's not even that bad. But yeah, so I would consult my spouse. Now, Keke later on came out and said that she was like, yo, we lived together. This man seen me before I left. He even smacked my ass cheeks before I walked out the door. But it's the outfit. Okay. No, she was like, it's not the outfit, y'all. So, it was his insecurities. It wasn't the outfit, because you approved of the outfit before she left. You approved of the outfit all the way up until her and Usher had their little energy exchange. You know what I'm saying? So, that right there within itself is a whole issue, right? So, like I said, she said that he saw her, but this man was acting like he didn't see her before she left the house. So I have an issue with him doing all that, right? But the reason why I agree with him to an extent is because I agree with what he said, but I don't agree with how he went about it. I don't agree with him doing it in public and bringing public attention to a disagreement or a spat or what have you between them two. Like, I don't agree with that. Now, I was talking to someone and we were discussing it, and they brought a different perspective to the situation. Now, they were like, since Keke and Darius, well, mostly Keke, lives a very public life, he did it publicly, right? And they said that they can understand why he did what he did. They agree with what he said, which I, in turn, I do agree with what he said, but I just don't agree with, where we differ is, I don't agree with it being done in public. It should have been something that was a private conversation between the two, and it should have stayed there. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Now, like I said, they explained their perspective and why they felt like he was justified. And again, it's because they're both very public personas. They live their life publicly. Their relationship is now in public. So, he kind of felt like it was one of those things where you got your public situation, so you make it your public situation. I didn't necessarily agree with that, because I from experience, understand how it is when so many people are in your relationship, got so much to say about your relationship, is so involved in your relationship. That shit is not healthy, okay? And so that's why I feel like it should have been something that should have been handled in private. So then it brings to, after she said what she said about him seeing her in her outfit, smacking her ass, and this and that, and the fact that he posts her in sexy photos. He had a whole video of her twerking in animal print jumpsuit, and body is bodying, okay? Cheeks is cheeking, alright? And clappers is clapping, okay? And so it's like, you can't be okay with it in one sense, and you're promoting that shit in one sense, And then when she's doing something that you don't necessarily like, or it brings out your insecurities, or it brings your insecurities to the surface, now her wardrobe is the problem because you don't want to expose the fact that you're insecure. And that's sad. It's really sad because the cover up that he was trying to do, as far as saying it was the outfit, everybody saw right through it. And his insecurities were highlighted. And not only was his insecurities highlighted, people played on his insecurities and continued to throw jabs at him and things like that, to the point where at one point he deleted his social media, but then he came back on there. But he was petty as shit because he scrubbed her off of all of his social media. Keke is unbothered. Keke has came out since then, says she got t-shirts on the way that says, I'm a mother, you're a mother, and I'm Stevie Wonder to the bullshit. Keke just announced that she partnered up with Zenni Optical, and she got a glasses line with Zenni, and they are bomb. Okay, Keke is Miss Keke, always in my bag, always having a job, always keeping a bag coming, Palmer. Okay, Keke has worked since she was 4, if not earlier than that. Keke is not. She's a public figure. She's a public persona. And it just sucks because Keke has been private. She has kept her private love life. She's kept her love life private all the way up until she announced that she was pregnant. And, then she started to show a little more insight into her life, her love life. And the baby is only 4 months old now, and we have this. You know what I'm saying? It just really sucks, Part of me wishes that she kept her relationship private, but that's just because I'm a private person and I keep things like that private. Because, like I said, I learned the hard way, and outside influences was a really big part of the detriment in my own marriage. So, and I'm not saying that I was innocent in bringing, keeping people out of the relationship, but I hated the fact that he would talk about our issues to it seemed like any and every fucking body. He would talk about me, you know what I'm saying, maliciously to other people, and I hated that shit. So that's why I keep my private situations private, and I don't include my friends. My friends don't know anything about my situations. So like if I were to be in an argument with whomever I'm talking to, nobody would know that. Nobody would know that. Nobody would know that there were any issues going on between me and him because, like I said, I keep things private. That is none of anybody else's business. That is something for us to work out in-house. It's something for us to work out amongst each other. It has nothing to do with anybody else. So our relationship has nothing to do with anybody else. So I don't understand the reason behind wanting to involve anybody in it. You know what I'm saying? So you'll see highlight reels publicly like you do every fucking body else that's on social media, but you're not gonna see the downsides to whatever we got going on. Like you're not gonna see that. So and they are the same way. Like they're not extroverted in that way in which they would like for everybody to know everything about what we got going on, this, that, and the third. Like, that's not them, and I really appreciate that. Truly appreciate that. So, I don't think that I would ever find myself in the situation that Keke Palmer is in. But I also have an issue because my nigga, like, you met her dressing the way she dressed. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, but you know that she's a public persona. She's a celebrity. So sex appeal is a big thing for her. It always has been. Now that she got that grown ass body, them curves, that body be bodying and everything, she want to show that shit off. Like, Keke looks the fuck good, okay? She looks the fuck good, so why wouldn't she want to be like, this is me, grown me, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how I was, especially when I lost all that weight. Like, what? I went from a size 16 teetering on 18s to I'm now a size 6 teetering on the size of 4. I put on a dress today, and when I took the tags off the dress, I didn't realize until I took the tags off the dress that the dress was an extra, extra small. Like, I'm used to extra smalls and smalls, and I can still fit mediums here and there. But extra, extra small, like, who that? Baby. But you know what I'm saying? So I want to celebrate that. I want to celebrate my body. I want to feel good. I want to look sexy. I am a very seductive and sensual being anyway. And so when people see me, there's a sex appeal to me from the jump. I don't even have to be wearing anything sexy for real. It's just I have that natural sex appeal. So I'm not gonna say, of course I'm gonna play it up, because it honestly is not something that I play to. It's just something that I naturally, it's the energy that I naturally exude. I can't help that. Like, your girl is bad. Your girl is bad. Like, I can't help that. So, I also said that to say, like, I really don't think it's right for people to police other people's bodies and the things that they wear. Now, me personally, would I ever go out with all of my ass cheeks out like Keke did? To the beach. Like, where it's accepted. You know what I'm saying? Like, where it's the norm. At the beach, people's cheeks is out, right? You expect to see cheeks and titties and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, that's an area in which, you know, you expect to see ass out. Hit in the club. You know you're gonna see some cheeks. You know you're gonna see some ass. Strip club, you're not gonna see some cheeks. Because that's the point. But concerts is a little risque for situations like that. But she's celebrating her birthday. She's on her grown and sexy. Like, sometimes you just want to be expressive like that. You know what I mean? You just want to just be out there. Like, now I did tell my friend that I would only wear something like Keke wore. I would only wear that outfit that Keke wore if it was like a hotel situation or like a really romantic situation that I set up at the house or in a hotel or their place or whatever. And I was trying to be sexy and, you know, trying to really play it up for him. You know what I'm saying? No, I would wear that then. Hell yeah, but that's in the privacy of just him and I. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that with more eyes watching, looking. You know what I'm saying? Paying attention. Now, I do wear outfits like the outfit that I have on now and I'm going to stand up so that you can see the example of what I'm about to say. Now, I will wear outfits and shorts that are short to where you can see the cuff of my cheeks, like you can see the cuff of my ass, but you're not going to see my entire ass out at any point in time unless, like I said, we're at the beach. You're not going to see my ass out, like all the way out. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So this is a romper, of course, so you can see, but it is a romper. Okay, so you see how short it is. It's small. So try to pull it down a little bit. But this is what I'm talking about. Like, you're gonna see, like, you can see the cuff a little bit. You're gonna see cuff and some cheeks. And my shorts and my rompers. You're definitely gonna see legs. You're gonna see thigh. Like, you're gonna see new tattoos. You're gonna see, you know what I'm saying? The cuff. And that's okay for me. And honestly, it would be something that I would have to have a conversation with, you know what I'm saying, whoever I'm with, if it's really that serious. You know what I'm saying? If we just talking, we just dating, there's no titles or nothing, you can't tell me shit. You can tell me that, you know what I'm saying, hey, I think you look beautiful, but, you know, it's a little, you know, we can have a conversation about it, but that doesn't mean anything is going to change. You know what I'm saying? Especially right then and there. We're just talking like, who am I? I'm sorry, but it's levels to this shit. Like, you're not going to police me. You're not going to police what I'm wearing. You're not going to police what I do if we don't have that level of commitment. It's just that. And Keke said, I'm single till you put a ring on my finger, which she's correct, because there is no in a relationship box when you go to do your relationship status on applications, medical records, things like that. There's no, I'm talking to this person. There's no, we're dating. There's no in a relationship. It's either single, married, widowed, separated. So, you know, so, man, I just had so many differing it's the truth. It's the truth. I've had so many differing feelings and thoughts in regards to this situation, this topic. So I just thought we should talk about it. Also, I'm tired of when we become moms, people thinking we're supposed to dress like nuns. Like, what instruction manual are you reading that says that shit? Like, we are still who we were before we had a child. And sometimes you should be celebrating the fact that a person feels good enough to want to dress sexy and want to dress and be themselves and all of that, because we go through so much emotionally and mentally after and during pregnancies. I suffered from postpartum depression after my pregnancy for years and didn't know. I went undiagnosed for 2 years before before the doctor was like, you have postpartum. So I didn't know anything about that shit until she said something about it. And I was a whole 19 going on 20. So like I was supposed to have a child. But it was 2 years after my child and I was still suffering. You know what I'm saying? So we go through so much. So the fact that she actually feels good enough to celebrate herself, to celebrate her body, to, you know, go out and have fun with her girls for her birthday and have it up. I feel like that's a sincere and huge accomplishment that people overlook. And maybe that might be another episode that we talk about how our struggles are overlooked. We be having some bomb ass conversations. My friend and I had a conversation about the plight of a black man and the plight of a black woman, and the conversation. I enjoyed the conversation so much. The next morning I was like, yo, that conversation was fire. Like, but just being able to hear their perspective, give my perspective, hear rebuttals and things like that, it really put a lot into perspective. And I really feel like that's a conversation that deserves to be had. I really would like for them to sit beside me and actually have that conversation on camera for the podcast. But because I'm such a private person, I would not like to put them on camera with me. I don't want to do anything like that. So that's not something that's going to happen. Now, I might be able to, me and them, you know, revisit the conversation, and I write some notes down from their perspective. But then it's not the same, because I really want you to hear the black male's perspective, and he has such profound things that he was saying, and I really think that it's a conversation worthy of having. What I might do is make that a conversation where the camera is not on, but you can hear audio, so that you can see them, and I'm not necessarily I don't know how I'm going to do it, but they have to be up to doing it too. So, but I don't want to put them on camera and all that good stuff. So, yeah. But if I find somebody else that I can have that conversation with, and they kind of offer the same ideals and perspective, I'll put them on the camera, and we'll do it that way. But it is definitely a conversation that I am wanting to have and bring on to the podcast. But I just thought that, you know, I would come on and go ahead and touch on this topic, because it's a very touchy topic. Like I said, I do agree with him, but that's because I'm a chick that I'm classy based. Keke is too. And then that's another thing. Like, I think I relate to Keke so much, because her personality, I just relate to her so much. She just resonates. Her energy just resonates with me. I love her. So I understand his perspective. I agree with what he said as far as like a man wanting more for his woman, you know, and the mother of his child. I get that. I understand that. I totally agree with that, but I just don't agree with how it was handled. I didn't think that, you know, it was handled correctly. And then again, I don't feel that the outfit was the real issue. So there's that. But this was all over the place, because I'm all over the place with it, and I don't care. Okay? I feel how I feel. I agree with him on one end, but you should have kept that in private. But also, you're not going to police and dictate what a woman should do with herself. You know, you can speak to her, you can voice your concerns, and if you guys have disagreeing perspectives and different belief systems behind it, then you guys are gonna either have to come up with a compromise, or figure out if this really what is gonna work for you or not. And if it's something that you can't compromise on, or something that you're like, it's a deal breaker, then you do what you gotta do and go your separate ways. Which honestly is what it seems like they did. It seems like they're going their separate ways. I really hope not. I do not like to see families break apart. I don't like that. Yes, I'm not with my husband, but there was a lot of things there. And it just didn't work. You know what I'm saying? Things happen. So I don't like to see families break apart, but shit, I understand why they would. So with that being said, y'all, I'm going to end it there. Thank y'all for joining me on Imperfect Peace. I really appreciate y'all for holding me down, always supporting me, showing me love, and tuning in on these episodes. I love y'all so much. I'm going to try to get more out here for y'all as far as Imperfect Peace is concerned. But I'm living. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I'm living, and I'm really honestly unapologetic about it. So I love y'all still though. I really do. But this, if you really knew what I've been through and all that stuff, you like, you know what, you deserve to just live. You deserve to just live and be happy. So alright, y'all, that is all I have for y'all today. I'll see y'all on the next episode of Imperfect Peace. Y'all be good. Be sure to like, be sure to share the video, be sure to comment and tell me what y'all think about this whole thing. What y'all think about my perspective, what y'all think about his perspective, what y'all think about Keke's perspective, what y'all think about all of the things that's going on. Like, talk to me, tell me about what you feel about all of the things, okay? That rum, so got me feeling like I'm Jamaican over here or something. Alright, y'all.